Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller. Today we are back with another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the hidden trees in Lumber Tycoon 2. I made a video about the hidden axes in this game, which I described. I think it was 3 different axes, or maybe a few more. I think it was 3 axes that were in the kind of hidden, if you will. In today's video, I want to talk about the 5. You heard that right? 5 hidden, quote-unquote, hidden trees that are in this game. The first one I want to talk about is pinkwood. Interesting, right? Pinkwood was a classified wood type in Lumber Tycoon 2 that has since been removed from the game. It is labeled as generic special within the game files. The exact or approximate release date is unknown and was never mentioned in the changelog. It was available on consoles until it was deactivated, rarely found among oak trees. Once Defaultio found out about it, he quickly patched and removed all instances of pinkwood. So it was a glitch. It looked exactly like oakwood. On the outside, that is. I'll show you guys pictures of the log and the plank version of the pinkwood. It was, okay. A week after discovery, in June 28th, 2016, the wood was confirmed to be an extremely rare wood type with a spawn rate of 1 in 1 million. On July 1st, 2016, the wood was decommissioned from the game, and all instances of pinkwood were replaced with oakwood. Exploiters were still able to fill blueprints with pinkwood, but would be converted back into oakwood if the user reloaded or rejoined the game. Yeah, it's really interesting, and I've made different videos about different pink wood items in this game, and there are, I don't know if Defaultio is trolling us with those things, but you know, there are different areas in the map that have like different pink glowing wood, or pink wood, whether it be glowing or not. Yeah. So it's very interesting. It's a very rare wood type, but it has since been removed from the game. The second one I want to talk about is the test wood. The test wood is an unreleased wood type that can only be found in the game files. It is classified as test and would only grow in the test region, which is a region automatically removed whenever the server is started. It is believed that the test wood was used as a model for constructing fir wood, pine wood, and the leaves for phantom wood. It is very likely derived from oak wood. The wood was used during the testing stages of the game to just test different things out and test different mechanics or mechanisms out. The test wood has the same color as oak wood, and will grow around to the same height, though the tree rarely has split branches. Oddly though, this tree has a different pricing from the oak wood. And I'll show you guys some pictures on the screen of the tree version and the log version and the plank version. It's the same growth speed as oak wood as well. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about with that wood. The next wood I want to talk about is sign wood. Sign wood. This can be obtained through putting your land sign, once you buy a piece of land, putting that land sign through your sawmill. So due to the sign having a wood property that allows it to be sold, the wood drop off the land sign is also able to be processed into a plank through your sawmill. And while the plank has the same color as elm wood, it is entirely different as it registers as its own type of wood through the use of the wood detector. Even though it can be processed into a plank, its value will still be the same even if it were sold unprocessed. Additionally, sign wood has no hardness value, thus making it invincible. You can't actually chop sign wood or put it into a blueprint. Sorry. Yeah, you can't put it into a blueprint. It will just despawn, I believe. Or maybe you can't put it into a blueprint. I'm not sure. I know. I think you can put it into a blueprint, just that you can't chop the actual wood itself. I think once it comes out of your sawmill. That's really interesting. So your own land sign, many people don't know, can actually be made into a wood. Sold for the same amount of value, but you can't actually chop it, making it invincible. That's really interesting. I don't have any on my base. I'm doing my best to acquire one right now. And the next 2 hidden ones, for these last 2 means it's very, very rare. So in that sense of the word hidden, that's how I mean it. The next are Spook wood and Sinister wood. A Spook wood is a type of wood that was introduced in the 2015 Halloween update along with the Sinister wood. It became an annual occurrence every successive October. Spook wood is a textureless, completely black bark with a granite interior. Because the material of the wood is granite, its countertop form will have the same appearance as its planks. Spook is the third densest tree in the game, often requiring lots of chops to successfully to cut it down. When the game attempts to spawn a spook, there's a 1 in 100 chance that it will be replaced by a sinister instead. Spook would tend to commonly grow quite bent over, almost always found in strange and twisted shapes similar to the zombie wood. It should also be noted that it's extremely heavy depending on its size, especially in plank form, which may pose many difficulties to transportation. Spookwood can spawn on grass, cliffs, and roads. It's one of the 2 species that grow on cliffs and roads, the other, of course, being Sinister. It is recommended for an end times axe or many axe to be used when cutting, since it is very dense. A major misconception with Spook and Sinister trees are hotspots. As with many other tree types, they are spread evenly across the map and have an equal chance of spawning in any locations that permit its growth. However, they can still be found more often in larger biomes due to them having more surface area. It should be noted that these trees cannot grow during server initialization due to the time buffer. Current tests suggest that a spook tree may spawn after 25 hours. As a result, it is highly ineffective to hunt for these trees in VIP servers, as a tree requires a long wait period, when public servers may have adult trees grown. Additionally, they cannot spawn in any caves, even ones that permit growth, such as the Cave Crawler Cavern, due to how the spawn mechanism works. Spook trees require approximately 100 studs of vertical space in order to spawn, and remember, spook trees are not obligated to make themselves harvestable. They can spawn in nearly inaccessible locations, such as the maze ledge as in the Tropics Taiga land bridge. This can be very challenging and very elusive to acquire as a result of this. Spookwood was teased several days before October of 2015, when Defaulto teased on Twitter, "Things are about to get spooky." He teased a similar message in 2016, but did not do same year any year afterwards. The first spook trees were found in October 11, 2015, and this is kind of just the history of the spook tree. And like any other year, it grew throughout the month. However, it is speculated they have an unusual spawning mechanic, because spook spawning was manual. In 2015, on October 31st, 2015, the rate of the spook growth actually skyrocketed. Up to 3 trees could be seen in the same line of sight. This was only Halloween, not in the theme of the end times. It may be possible for the same thing to happen in future Halloweens, but it is not as easy to see multiple spook trees at once. Spook trees made a surprising reappearance in December of 2015, where players showed screenshots of it spawning. Unfortunately, this was a time when its growth was controlled differently and extremely unlikely to occur ever again in the future. Additionally, a spook was found in September 2016, just 10 days before October had arrived. Let's see here. It was the only instance in which the tree was found in any month other than October, November, or December, and was likely the result of strange manual spawnings. Because no other trees were found for 10 days, it could have been intentional spawning. It was found by a friend. And Spook grows automatically past 2017 and continues to do so today, removing odd occurrences in non-October months. On September 30th, 2021, a Discord server found a spook tree, becoming a rare instance where the servers were offset. Yeah, so that's pretty much the spook tree. The history I read is very similar to the Sinister tree, but just briefly, I'll describe the Sinister tree. The Sinister wood is a type of wood that was introduced during the 2015 Halloween update along with the spook tree and became an annual occurrence. Has a 1% chance of spawning like the spook tree, and yeah, has the same growth rate as spook, and commonly growing twisted, bent, and complex. But it is modified to have a granite interior with a neon interior, rather than the granite one. Again, I'll be posting pictures on the screen for every single one of these wood types, for the tree version, the log version, and the plank version. As of Halloween 2020, the bark exterior of Sinister trees was changed to granite once again, giving it the ability to reflect light to the camera. To identify if a tree found is a Sinister instead of a spook without chopping it down, look to see if the exterior has a unique texture, as spook trees have the texture of a smooth plastic, which is textureless. Unlike spook wood, Sinister wood is not as heavy as it is, but it still is relatively heavy. Sinister trees are very rare, once again, as spook trees are, and yeah, the tree grows on any material from ground road, slate, anything like that. And yeah, it's a very similar history to spook trees. And from 2015 to 2018, Sinister trees glowed a very noticeable gray color and spawned a lot more as well. I think that's about it though. Like, there's very similar things to the spook wood. They were released again at the same time, and they're both kind of hidden in nature because they're so incredibly rare. But yeah, that was the pink wood, the test wood, the sign wood, the spook wood, or the spooky wood, and the sinister wood. 5 hidden, quote-unquote, types of wood in Lumber Tycoon 2. I didn't know about a couple of these until researching this for the video, but I really hope you guys did enjoy and learned something new from this video. If you did, drop a like, make sure you subscribe and turn the post notification bell on so that you know if I ever do upload. Thank you guys for watching this video, and peace out.